Week 14, make sure you give 100% to everything you do, except for when you're donating blood. Dun-dun. We need to laugh more.
It's time for spelling rules.
The first silent final E spelling rule. The vowel says its long sound because of E. This means that if a word does not end in E, the vowel is usually saying its short sound. Here are examples of short A sounds: cat, mishap, words with the short E sounds: bed, velvet, words with short I sounds: dish, vivid, words with short O sounds: box, pocket, and words with short U sounds: duck, sunset.
It's punctuation and capitalization rules.
Use hyphens to link compound adjectives, like using two words instead of one to describe a subject: warm-blooded animal. To express numbers 21 through 99, you'll put a hyphen. It looks like a minus sign, but it's called a hyphen. Like you see here, 27, 39, 66. Or use it to divide words at the end of a line. If you are typing and you run out of space on your line before you're finished spelling a particular word, you can put a hyphen to show that this word hasn't finished.
It's time for homophone sentences.
During my game of golf, I yelled, "Four!" to the 4 people standing in the way of the golf ball. 4, otherwise they would have been hit by the ball. Safety is my foremost concern. That was 4, 4, 4, and 4. Now, horse and horse. The horse was hoarse from neighing all night. Hour and hour. Our dinner will be ready in half an hour. A review of IEW vocab, since we don't have any new words, I put these into some sentences. Diminish. Your headache should diminish after you eat. Imperative. Drinking water is imperative. Formidable. His sword is his most formidable weapon. Stirring. The governor delivered a stirring speech. Solemn. The soldier looked solemn and serious at his post. Incessant. The restaurant plays incessant music throughout the day. Grueling. The long and grueling assignment exhausted me. Loom. Mountains loom above the valley. Laden. The trees are laden with apples. Adept. He is an adept computer programmer. New chart. CC. Verb anatomy of to love. We're looking at passive voice as opposed to active voice. Let's talk a little bit about that.
In grammar, the voice of a verb describes its relationship with the subject, object, or any other element in a sentence. The verb can be in the active voice or in the passive voice. Look at these sentences.
I have my own example sentences here. So just remember that in active voice, the subject is initiating the action, and in passive voice, the subject is receiving the action. For instance, the ball hit the batter. The subject is the ball, and it's initiating the action. The ball is hitting. Another example, the batter was hit by the ball. Now the subject, which is the batter, is receiving the action of being hit. So this is passive voice. I'm going to use the same tune, the B-I-B-L-E, to remember the 4 different forms. Simple form, to be, plus a past participle. Perfect form, you have to have, plus been plus past participle. Progressive form, to have, plus being plus past participle, perfect progressive form to have plus been plus being plus past participle. And of course, I'll give you the first person singular examples of each form in present, past, and future. Starting with simple form. Am loved, was loved, shall be loved. Perfect form. Have been loved, had been loved, shall have been loved. Progressive form. Am being loved, was being loved, shall be being loved. Perfect progressive form. Have been being loved, had been being loved, shall have been being loved. The rest of the charts are reviews, starting with A. 4 structures, simple, compound, complex, 4 purposes. Declarative, exclamatory, interrogative, imperative. 7 patterns, super fast. Subject, verb, intransitive. Subject, verb, direct object. Subject, verb, linking predicate, nominative. Subject, verb, linking predicate, adjective. Subject, verb, indirect object. Direct object, subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, noun. Subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, adjective. If I don't say what kind of verb it is, you'll know that it's a transitive verb. These are the parts of speech, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum. Conjunction, interjection, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Preposition, adjective, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum. There are 5 parts of a sentence. It starts with a capital letter. It ends with an end mark. It has a subject, a predicate, and it makes complete sense. Review of chart E. A noun is a person, place, thing, idea, or activity. Oops, right there. 5 jobs of a noun: subject, noun, possessive noun, adjective, indirect object, direct object, object of the preposition, predicate, nominative. Roses are flowers. Slippers are shoes. Both of these are predicate nominatives too. Predicate nominatives follow linking verbs, id, or rename the subject we've heard to check if it's a PN substitute equals for the verb. Object complement noun. Ocean. Ocean is a noun, adjective, or phrase which adds info about the direct object and always comes after the direct object. Noun of direct address. A noun of direct address is used to call upon a person and is set off by 1 or more commas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. A positive. And a positive is a noun or pronoun directly beside another noun that explains or identifies it. That's in a positive. Time to enter Miss Amanda's kitchen to remember the spicy 8 attributes of nouns: chili peppers, serrano peppers, cayenne, adobo. Curry, cumin stands for common, proper, singular, plural, concrete, abstract, collective, compound. Conjunctions. A conjunction is a word used, this is chart 8, to connect words, phrases, and clauses together. Coordinating conjunctions, for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Coordinating conjunctions, for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Correlative conjunctions always come in pairs and connect words of equal importance. Either or, neither nor, both and, whether or, not only, but also, not but. Woo woo. Subordinating conjunctions are words that like to introduce. That's their primary function. Connect them to a subject, link them to a verb. Then the subordinating conjunctions are ready to go to work. We know while, if, since, how, because, only, if, now, that, even though, I've always got my wishbone. And we also know www.asia.web, when, while, where, as, since, if, although, whereas, unless, because. Conjunctive adverbs accordingly, besides, consequently, furthermore, hence, however, indeed, moreover, meanwhile, nevertheless, similarly, still, therefore, thus. Conjunctive adverbs. An adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb and answers the questions how, when, where, and why. Ho, ho, toys unwrapped. How often, how much, to what extent, under what condition. Simple one-word adverbs. Simple flexional affirmative negative. These are multi-word adverbs, phrase, and clause. Degrees of adverbs. Positive, comparative, superlative. Adverbs paint pictures for the mind's eye. This is chart I. Chart L, a preposition relates a noun or pronoun to another word. A preposition relates a noun or pronoun to another word. But by, at, to, but by, at, to, about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning, down, during, except. For, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since, through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, upon, with, within, and without. But by, at, to, but by, at, to. An interjection is a word or a phrase used as a strong expression of feeling or emotion and interjection. And then chart M. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one subordinate clause. Examples, we'll give imperative examples today. Subject, verb, intransitive, forgive because you love. Subject, verb, direct object, Jesus, save us because you love us. Subject, verb, Lincoln predicate, nominative, Jesus, be my savior because you are God. Subject, verb, Lincoln predicate, adjective, be humble because Jesus is humble. Subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, as you give me strength, give me hope. Subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, noun. Jesus, as you call me your child, call me your friend. Subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, adjective. As you called me beloved, make me holy. That's it. Peace out. Bye. Okay, bye.